course, the mystery surrounding the Malaysian Airlines plane is dominating the front pages today.
Well, Jeannie, a lot of papers are continuing to focus on that missing Malaysian Airlines flight. Now, it's been 5 days since that flight went missing. The search effort continues, but if we take a look at the front page of The Star, that's a Malaysian paper, they talk about the fact that it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Now, according to this article, the frustrating question is, how does a jet just disappear like that in spite of all the state-of-the-art technology? And actually, the International New York Times focuses on this as well. It says that the misfortune is that all this will remain a mystery until those black boxes are found. So just to remind you, a black box, well, it's actually not black, it's a bright orange, but it's a box that contains the digital flight data. Now, the International New York Times wonders in its editorial today, why in this era of instant communication must investigators hunt down this physical box that's contained inside the airplane? Why isn't the data in the black box, well, just transmitted in real time? And this editorial points out that the technology exists. Some planes are already equipped, and if all planes were equipped, well, it would really shorten the agonizing wait for answers in the event of a disaster.
It's true. It's a very fair point. Flo, back here in France, there have been more revelations into this phone tapping scandal that's surrounding the former conservative president, Nicolas Sarkozy.
That's right. Just to remind you, over the weekend, it emerged that an investigative judge had ordered for conversations between Nicolas Sarkozy and his lawyer, Thierry Herzog, to be tapped. Now, one of the key questions that a lot of the media has been wondering is how much did the current government know about this? And the Canard Enchaîné, so that's a satirical paper this week, says that the Interior Minister, Manuel Valls, and the Justice Minister, Christiane Taubira, were very well aware that this tapping was going on, and therefore the President, François Hollande, he also had to be aware of what was going on, according to the Canard. And the right wing is saying, of course, this is an outrage. It's actually calling this a state scandal.
Well, speaking of possible scandals, in other political news, the right-wing paper, Le Figaro, is talking about a possible government reshuffle.
That's right. We've been hearing a lot about these rumors that there could be a reshuffle. A lot of rumors are saying that it could happen very well soon after the municipal elections at the end of the month. Now, everybody wants to know who's going to be part of the government. And Le Figaro, the right-wing paper, surprisingly says that the current Prime Minister, Jean-Marc Ayrault, could keep his job, can continue to be Prime Minister, even though he's been very unpopular. And you can read here on the front page that Hollande wants to extend Ayrault's job as Prime Minister. Now, another possible candidate is the current Foreign Minister, Laurent Fabius, and Le Monde focuses on this today, saying that it would really be back to the future because Fabius has already been Prime Minister. He was a Prime Minister actually under the previous socialist president, François Mitterrand. That was way back in 1984, and he was 37 at the time, making him the youngest Prime Minister that France has ever had. Le Monde says that he has a lot of experience, which is a very big advantage for him, and he's very popular, so he could be a good Prime Minister.
Now, also in France, another former foreign minister is also in the spotlight.
That's right. Now, that's Dominique de Villepin. You might remember him for his impassioned speech at the United Nations in the lead up to the 2003 war in Iraq. Now, this is incredible. This is an article in Le Monde that's actually quoting an article in the Daily Telegraph. He received 100,000 euros from the government for 1 day's work. Now, he used to work at the Foreign Ministry, and he went back just for 1 day, even though he hasn't worked there for 20 years, so that he could qualify for retirement pay. It's a pretty incredible story in the morning.
All right, let's just finish up, Flo, with a video that's gone so viral that even I've seen it. Tell us about that.
Well, everyone's probably seen it. It's called First Kiss. It's by director Tatia Pilieva. Now, we can take a look at a little extract from this film. Basically, she pulled together 20 strangers, convened them into a room, and asked them to kiss each other. Well, she paired them up and asked them to kiss each other for the first time. Now, if we can take a look at the images, you can see them kind of awkwardly talking to each other, fumbling around, and then all of a sudden they start to kiss, and it's like fireworks. Now, there's a lot of other people in media have been reacting to this. Slate, for instance, says that watching this video will warm your cold heart, but it points out this is an advertisement, and all these strangers are actually models, actors, musicians. So it's beautiful because, well, they're beautiful people. Beautiful strangers.
I don't know, true, if your everyday people would be quite that beautiful, but it is charming, it is heartwarming to watch. Thank you so much, Florence Villeminot, for that look at what's happening in the papers today. And coming up next for you now on France 24, sports, Arsenal and Milan are out. A crucial game for Paris Saint-Germain coming up later. Here's the Champions League in sport.
Guardiola's Bayern Munich cruise